What's up, internet? My name's Drew. For those of you that are new here, I own a marketing agency called DS Media. Our whole shtick is we help small businesses grow their audiences, grow their followings, and get more attention on the things that they're looking to sell and promote. What we've realized internally over the last several years is we look like a marketing agency that needs a marketing agency from the outside. If you look us up blind without any context of the clients that we work with, we look like we need help ourselves. So I'm trying to fix that. But I don't want to do that selfishly. What I want to do is I want to give away as much as I possibly can in the process to help you guys out as well. And so what I'm going to do on this channel here is I'm going to walk you guys through the behind the scenes, some of the tools, some of the strategies, basically the things that we use day in and day out in order to promote these businesses that work with us. Now, video number one here, we're starting with one of my favorite clients, one of my oldest clients, a gym called Jack and Jill that we've been working with for several years. What we're going to do here is we're going to walk through the behind the scenes. You guys are going to get to see what a typical content day looks like working with us and working with them. And you'll be able to see some of the ideation process behind how some of these ideas come to life. So without holding you guys up too much longer, let's just dive right into it. Just do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe at the end if you happen to get some value out of this video. I hope you learned something. Let's go. Why are there so many people in here? Holy shit!
Oh, jeez. Yeah. What's up?
All right, Jack and Jill staff. This is my new guy Brad. This is the Jack and Jill staff, or like 2/3 of it. Joe's doing the normal amount of filming, so you guys are still working directly with Joe. Brad's here for like behind the scenes kind of shit. All right, that one was pretty dramatic. Let's do a couple more to be safe. Like maybe a slower one just in case. So let's give this one a Drew score on a scale of 1 to 10 here. Check out the final result. It's entertaining, it's relatable. Those are 2 out of the 3 pillars you always want to hit. It's a trending style of content, so people are going to recognize it. And the staff is represented in there, so it's unique to Jack and Jill. 6.5 out of 10 overall, definitely worth posting.
Like maybe we're having like a little cookie party, and Abby walks in, or maybe we all got a bite of a cookie or something.
That'll be great.
Okay.
So one of the cool things we do with the JJ crew is they've basically taken control of their own ideas. They're in charge of coming up with the content ideas. We just put them together afterward. Now, I gotta hop in here real quick for a second and correct myself because I misspoke right there. What actually happens with the Jack and Jill crew is they come to us and we split their team into 2. Every month, one of those groups comes to us, we sit down, and we walk through the ideas that they came up with us. We give them the opportunity to workshop them. We, basically storyboard them out right on our whiteboard here in our office, and we give them the opportunity to walk through whether these ideas have merit and have potential and are good content or not. And if they're not, we send them back to the drawing board. Now, once we have a full list together, we hand that list back off to the coaches, and the coaches sit down and come up with the scripts and the story ideas. Then from there, we set another day for filming, which is what you're watching right now, and we film the whole thing, we edit the whole thing, we schedule the content, we send it out. That's their organic content strategy. It's a little more unique in that the whole crew is involved with the process of coming up with these ideas. That's very unique, and I think it leads to much more authentic, genuine content at the end of the day. I'm done interrupting. Let's get back to it.
Is it POV from her perspective, like we follow her in? Or am I hanging out in here with you guys and then she walks in?
What do you think, Chris?
I think we should do 2 takes. We should do 1 take where Joe is somebody in here celebrating with you guys. So the camera's right here. You guys are doing your thing. You hear the door open. And then you just swing right around to Abby standing in the doorway being like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then we'll do a second one of over Abby's shoulder. Like she walks in, and she comes in. Exactly. You open up the door and everybody's in here and just kind of like looks over and you're shooting this way. Okay. We'll do 2 takes.
She comes in and just like...
If you guys can attempt it,
close up of the
Joe, be here. If you can pull, if the 3 of you can be here, like, I'm just gonna use this as a prop real quick. Okay. So if you guys are here, like doing your thing, yeah, blah blah blah. Abby opens the door. Joe pulls a straight 180 and focuses on Abby. If we hold that for a second, you guys can come around and hold all your cookies up in front of Abby's face. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And Abby walks in and everybody looks.
How was that?
I think that actually went well.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it one more time just in case, but I think that was good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1, and everybody look at Abby at the same time.
Okay.
That was kind of the one problem with the last time.
Okay.
that you
And
all
try
were-
to be looking elsewhere. Like look anywhere but the door, so that it's very obvious that all three of you at once are
like
looking at
look
the door.
right at, like
Yeah.
look right at Joe.
Yes,
Toast cookies
essentially.
is
Yes,
around
like
the
look
thing.
right into the camera.
Okay.
Can you stand a little closer together for me? Sorry, I know.
Toast cookies?
Scooch in. Like you love each other.
And you guys can talk.
Ready? 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Cheers for the
Cheers,
Christmas party.
Christmas party.
And look at Abby.
Oh shoot, I stabbed.
It takes a couple takes sometimes.
I think it's funny if you look at her with the mouth full of
Yeah, I
cookie.
was gonna do that again.
Okay,
I like that. I was like, whoops, but that's great.
Okay, ready? Stand closer for me. And go ahead, laughing, ha
Yeah,
ha
for the
ha.
Christmas
party.
party
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Christmas party
Cheers, guys.
tomorrow. Cheers, guys. 3, 2, 1. Abby, come in. That was perfect. Good job.
Let's do the second one just to be safe. So one more take of that.
Okay, go ahead. Good job. That was great. That was perfect. Good. 2 down.
Do we want to try one more take of that one just to be safe?
Sure. Just
Just to be safe.
One more take. Guys.
Like maybe this one we like have them pause the same way that you had them pause the first time. Like that way it's also possible that we could put all the takes together.
yeah.
So when
So-
I walk in, pause.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more. That pause that you guys did the first time, where everybody looked at the same time. Do that same thing when Abby opens the door.
We'll go 3,
Then come.
2,
Yeah,
1,
like
pause.
yeah,
3, 2,
Well,
1, look.
like door opens, all of you count. Like give it a 3 Mississippi, and then come at her with all the stuff.
Okay.
So there's like that that like pregnant pause in there kind of thing. Cool.
Door open.
I'm gonna go when they hand you the cookies. I'm gonna go over your right shoulder. So just step backwards to your left.
To my left.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? Go ahead.
Do we need to redo that? Somebody broke character. Social media, controversy goes a long way. It doesn't have to be like fighting about crazy big things. These cookies, very controversial. Putting them in a post, controversy. Makes people talk in the comments. Easy engagement. Well, that's what I'm saying. I fucking love them.
Yeah.
You guys hate them.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next is the Drew score. So let's check out the final result here. I think for me, this was my favorite out of the set that we put together. It's entertaining and relatable. It's a unique content idea with a good story to it. There's multiple staff in it. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Not the best we did, but my personal favorite. This is gonna be a joke on camping in the squat rack.
Thinking like somebody comes in and they sometimes like clean a rack, throw all the stuff down,
Yeah.
and then like go do cardio for 25 minutes before they use it. So how do we get that message across and then having him also like camping out, just hanging out in the rack?
That's a good question.
I think it would be funny like this right here for a minute and showing like, I don't know, a little time lapse, like a quick like 3 minutes later, 20 minutes later.
Yeah. A few moments later.
Yeah. And then he's in there not actually doing any work,
Yep.
just hanging out, spotting in the rack.
Does anybody have a book? That would be an easy way to kind of
got
get
a
that
book.
across. Like you
Yeah.
have him start on page 1, and then it's a few moments later he's like halfway through the
that's
book kind of
great.
thing.
Yeah.
You know?
What if he's eating? Is it like he's got a sandwich he wants to eat? Or would you
Oh yeah, if he's like finishing up the sandwich or something. Yeah, you just need something to mark the time. You know, that's passed. So.
the whole sandwich.
Eat the whole sandwich.
Not necessarily. I mean, you could just pull off a piece of it,
Okay.
and then hold that for the next clip. Or you can make him eat the whole sandwich. I don't care. It's up to you guys. I think it would be good as a 2-parter. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like part 1 is, you know, you set all your stuff up, and then you're over here doing something completely unrelated, and then part 2 is like you do like 2 squats, and then sit down in the camp chair, open a book, and then we put in the little SpongeBob bit of like, you know, 3 hours later, and you're like halfway through the book, or you just finished your sandwich or whatever, and then you walk off again or something. I mean, at least if I think well, for the first shot, it should be like here, and then Nate's there, you go this way. Then the second one, like maybe be in the front so that you can get him sitting down. Yeah.
Come on, Nate.
How many pieces of content?
Yeah, that was 3. Okay. The goal is 8, so almost halfway.
Almost halfway there.
Yep. Well, now that they're getting a little more comfortable, I think it'll start rolling faster too. Cool. I think that one will be funny, honestly. Let's hit this one with the Drew score. I think this is the winner out of this batch of content that we did with the Jack and Jill crew. This piece hits all 3 of the big things you want to hit with content. It's entertaining, educational, and relatable. I mean, who hasn't been there that's been to a gym that's watched somebody just hog, machinery or a squat rack or whatever? It's a unique idea with a great story. There's multiple staff represented, and there's pop culture references in there with all of the SpongeBob bits. We added a SpongeBob soundtrack to it. All in all, great piece. I think it could have been done better, but like if we had more time with it. But overall, solid 7.5 out of 10. Great piece. Okay, how do you guys want to film that one?
So I'll really smoke a deadlift, and then just videoing the text exchange with the coach.
Cool.
So I think I'll just change Nate's contact to coach, and he'll shoot me some text.
Perfect. I figured we were gonna do an over the shoulder,
Yeah.
like Nate sending the text coming through kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could also just have a video component and then put text over that, like text bubbles on the screen.
Oh yeah, we could make the bubbles as well.
That would be a
Yeah.
little bit-
I'd prefer to have it on the phone, but I mean,
It would just be a little bit more readable if we do it in post. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. No, I get it. I think it would look better in the phone.
Okay.
But
We could do it both ways too.
right, I mean, either way, we're gonna film it the same. So if it doesn't look good when we put it together, wait. Is your screen super fast?
A little bit.
Okay, maybe your way's better. So here's a good thing to know. So Joe's shooting handheld right now. We shoot a whole bunch of our content handheld because while we're using higher quality cameras, a lot of stuff we're trying to emulate user-generated content. Gimbals, most of the time, make things look a little too smooth and professional. So what we do is a little bit of camera shake, a little bit of, kind of in the moment, almost filming with your phone style stuff. Even though the quality of the image is higher, the movement of the camera still gives it a more natural feel. It just makes for more authentic content, basically. It looks like it belongs on social media a little bit more. It looks less like a commercial. That was very emphatic. I like that.
Slowly but surely, your acting skills are improving.
No, everybody's alright. It's pretty funny to watch, honestly. You guys get better and better at this every time.
You guys don't have any cucumber water.
That one's still the best. There is no topping that one. You guys don't have any cucumber water? What's up with that? I'm trying to facilitate the ideas so that she can exclusively focus on the camera stuff, and then mostly the reason we're down here is actually so that Brad can kind of get some behind the scenes shit. Brad, Duke.
We met the other day. What's up, Brad?
You guys did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We stopped in for 30 seconds while you were at the desk, but
It's funny. Everything has been a blur, but I do remember this handsome man's face. So.
He's kind of hard to forget, But no, the main thing we're trying to do is actually get content for us of the process behind how we come up with a lot of this stuff, and you guys are unique in that most of the staff is involved with coming up with ideas now. So that's definitely something that we want to highlight. What is happening right now?
It's gonna be fast too.
All right, whatever that was hilarious. What are we using that for?
The end of the thing.
When he's pissed.
Oh, okay. All right, final content review of this video here. This one is a solid piece. It's entertaining and relatable. It's a unique content idea with a good story. There's multiple staff members represented through the text conversation that Alex here is having with his quote-unquote coach, which is obviously somebody else on the Jack and Jill crew. This is one of those pieces. There's two kinds of content you want to be making: content that gets attention and content that keeps attention. This is one of those ones that would keep the attention of somebody that's already lifting at the gym. It's a relatable piece for people that are already contributing as members or clients to the gym itself. Solid piece. I think it's pretty humorous. 7 out of 10 overall. It's a good one. Now that's all for today's behind the scenes video. If you guys learned something new, or if you got some insight, maybe you came up with some ideas for yourself through watching this, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if you've got a question I can answer in future videos, be sure to leave that as well. If you're looking for a little bit more inspiration, like let's say you're a gym or a fitness influencer or something like that, and you're looking for some more ideas, go check out Jacked and Jilled on Instagram. See the work that we've been doing for them over the last few years. I guarantee you'll find something unique and original over there. In the meantime, be sure to like and subscribe if this is a style of video that you think is going to be helpful for you, and I'll see you guys next time.